Hello all, welcome to the session 2 in mechanical vibrations of mechanics of machines of third semester mechanical engineering subject. So in this session you will understand the various terms which are associated with the vibrations. So the content which I am going to cover in this session are the terms which are in the vibration. First, let us summarize what we have discussed in the previous sessions. In the previous sessions, we have discussed what is a mechanical vibration and how does whether the mechanical vibration is harmful or some of the vibrations will be harmful and some of the vibrations will be useful, and what are the reasons for vibrations, and we have seen various what are the effects of vibrations. So here, first let us see what is a vibration. Uh, Let us recall what is a vibration. So vibration is nothing but it is an motion of a particle or a body from which oscillates about a position from the equilibrium when the force is applied. So you can see here the vibrations. Some of them are maybe useful. These are the various vibrations which will be useful in terms of that means the vibrations caused by these machines can be used for some work. But here, as you see, the vibrations which are produced maybe from a fan, the vibration produced will be of noise which may not be acceptable. In the same way, the vibrations in a machine, if it exceeds the limit or if it has larger amount of vibration, the machine itself is destructed. So here we also discussed the reasons for vibrations. The main reasons for vibrations is the unbalanced forces in the system, and then frictional friction between the mating surfaces. These are the main reasons for the vibrations. So let us see, and also we have discussed the effects of vibrations. The various effects of vibrations are machine damage, unscheduled downtime, reduced availability, safety issues, supply issues, quality issues, unnecessary maintenance. So these are the major effects of vibrations. That is, if there is a vibration or if there is an unwanted vibration which causes this, you can see here in the image itself, the machine is distracted, and then if there is a destruction in the machine, there is a unscheduled downtime in the production line, and then if there is a more vibration in the machine, the quality of parts produced are not up to the mark, or it may be the accuracy level will be goes down. So which we have discussed in a brief manner in the previous session. So here in this session, let us see the various terms which are associated with the vibrations. First, let us see periodic motion. So the periodic motion means a motion that repeats itself after equal interval of time. That means if a pendulum is oscillating, the oscillation of pendulum, that motion repeat itself after interval of time. Or maybe you can see maybe in a spring, the movement of spring of that is up and down movement of a spring when it is subjected to a vibration, that is said as periodic motion. And then time period. So the time period is, it is the time taken for one complete cycle. So you can say if the oscillation of pendulum from, you can see here, just I will show the pointer. Yeah, if the motion of a pendulum goes like this, the this the from this point to this point, this movement of this pendulum movement is said as one complete cycle. Time taken to, this is said as time period. Okay, the time taken to complete this one cycle is said as time period. Okay, and then we let us see, one second, I will erase this. Okay, uh, so motion, simple harmonic motion, the next term. So motion of a particle with time that moves round a circle with uniform angular velocity is said as simple harmonic motion. That is, the motion of a particle with time moves around a circle. That is, so the is said as with a uniform angular velocity is said as simple harmonic motion. Normally or in general, simple harmonic motions are represented in terms of trigonometric functions. Next term is amplitude. So here the amplitude means the maximum displacement of a vibrating body from its mean position is said as amplitude. You can see here, just I will draw here. So here the maximum displacement of, this is the mean position. So the maximum displacement of a body here, it is said as the amplitude. So the amplitude can be either single amplitude, that is when the distance from the mean position to the maximum displacement is said as single amplitude, and then it can also be measured in terms of double amplitude, that is the here the maximum displacement in the both positive as well as negative displacement both are considered from the mean position, then it is said as double amplitude. So here I'll repeat, the maximum displacement from the mean position, say this is the mean position, so this will become the mean position, and then so the maximum displacement, this is the displacement of the body from the mean position, this maximum displacement of the body from the mean position is said as amplitude. And then so the amplitude can be either single amplitude, that is the maximum displacement from positive side or the negative side, that is only one side is taken, then it is said as single amplitude. If both the sides, that is positive side as well as negative side, both the sides are considered, then the amplitude is said as double amplitude. So in the next it is frequency. So here the number of cycles per unit time. So how many number of motions per unit time? Say if it is if you're considering a pendulum, if a pendulum oscillates for per second or a per minute, if it oscillates some 10 oscillations, so that is 10 oscillations per second will be the frequency of that pendulum. So it is the total number of cycles per unit time is said as the frequency. Okay, generally frequency and time period are inversely proportional to each other. So here a vibratory motion can have, so generally what happens, vibration motion can have either a very high frequency or a very low frequency. And then here the frequency can be expressed, that is angular frequency is expressed in terms of radians per second, and oscillatory frequency can be expressed in cycles per second or hertz. So the frequency, what is frequency? It is the number of cycles per unit time, and then so the frequency can be either very high or very low in a vibratory system. And then frequency, angular frequency is represented in terms of radians per second, and the oscillatory frequency is represented in terms of hertz or cycles per second. So the next term, it is the natural frequency. What is natural frequency? It is the frequency of free vibration of a system. So it is the natural frequency means it is the frequency of the free vibration of a system is said as natural frequency. So you will come to know what is free vibrations in next slides. So natural, it is the inherent property of a system. So natural frequency is the inherent property of a system which mainly depends upon the elastic, what is the elastic property of that system and what is the mass of that system, how stiff the system is. In all those properties, this natural frequency depends, and it varies from system to system. So the next it is fundamental modes of, next term is fundamental modes of vibration. So it is defined as mode of vibrations having the lowest natural frequency. So that this is a particular mode of vibration where that is lowest natural frequency will be there is said as fundamental mode of vibration or principal modes of vibration. So the next term associated with the vibration is damping. It is the resistance to the motion. So damping is said as it is the resistance to the motion. If a body is moving, then for that movement there will be a resistance. That resistance is said as damping. Normally, which will be frictional resistance. Here, because of the damping, the movement will be sluggishness. That means it will be slow. That means there will be delay in response to the action. So the next is free or natural vibration. So here a vibration in which an initial displacement will be given, and after that you are not going to no external forces acts on the system. Such a system is said as free. Such a vibration is said as free or natural vibrations. So after giving an initial displacement, that motion will be maintained by the system itself. We are not going to act or we are not going to apply furthermore force. Then that vibration is said as free or natural vibrations. So the next is damped vibrations. So that is damped vibrations means when the amplitude of vibrations is gradually dissipated, that is, or the energy associated or the possessed by the system will be gradually dissipated to overcome the internal and external resistance to the motion. So such type of vibrations are said as damped vibrations. The next is forced vibrations. So here the forced vibrations means uh, you can see in the forced is a kind of vibration where a disturbing force is continuously applied to the body. Because of this disturbing force, there will be a vibratory motion in the system. Such a vibration is said as forced vibrations. So in the forced vibrations, uh, the frequency of the system will be equal to the applied or the same frequency as that of the applied force. So I repeat, so in the damped vibrations, the energy possessed by the system is gradually dissipated in order to overcome to the internal and external resistance to the motion. And then what will happen here, the amplitude of the system, it decreases gradually, uh, where such a vibrations are such as damped vibrations, the forced vibrations. So here in these are such a kind of vibrations where a periodic disturbing force, that is disturbing force, is continuously applied to the body. So then the vibrations are termed as forced vibrations. In the forced vibrations, uh, the frequency of the vibrations is same as that of the applied force. So resonance. So vibration of a system, it is the vibration of it is the that condition of a system when the frequency of external force is equal to the natural frequency of the system. So this condition is said as resonance. When the frequency of the external force is equal to the natural frequency of the system, then the system is said to be under resonance. So here, if the amplitude of when there is a resonance in the system, the amplitude of vibration will becomes excessive or will be maximum. Okay, and during the resonance, with the minimum input, there will be a maximum output. If you give a small input, the output, you're going to get a large amount of output when there is a resonance in the system. Okay, so because of this, the both the displacement and stresses in the vibrating body will become very high. So resonance means the frequency of external force is equal to the natural frequency of the system, this condition is said as resonance. So under the resonance condition, the amplitude of the system will be uh, more, and then during the resonance, what will happen? With the minimum input, there will be a maximum output, and there will be the displacement and stresses of the vibrating body will be very high under the resonance condition. So these are the various terms associated with the vibrations. So let us see the multiple choice questions associated with this session. So in a vibrating system, resonance occurs when external force is greater than natural frequency, external force is less than natural frequency, external force is equal to natural frequency. Uh, so what is the condition? So resonance occurs, we have seen just now, or we have discussed just now. So resonance occurs when there is, you can see the answer here itself. When the external force is equal to natural frequency, then the condition is set as resonance. So the next is a motion that repeat itself after equal interval of time. So whether it is a periodic motion, simple harmonic motion, amplitude, frequency. What is that? Let us see the answer. It is a periodic motion. A motion that repeat itself after equal interval of time is said as a periodic motion. So frequency is expressed in terms of, so hertz or meter per second. We have discussed it is hertz. So for an oscillatory frequency, the frequency is expressed in terms of hertz. If it is a angular frequency, then the frequency is represented in terms of radians per second. So the next is the maximum displacement of a vibrating body from its mean position is said as what? It is amplitude, frequency, time period. The answer is amplitude. Frequency and time period are dash proportional to each other, whether it is directly or inversely. So we have discussed the frequency and the time period are inversely proportional to each other. So these are the things which we used for this particular session, and thank you for patience listening. Thank you.